So today I'm reacting to the TYT Sports video on Michael Porter Jr. So for those of you who don't know, Michael Porter Jr. is an NBA player. He made some comments about WNBA, about pay gap, which is a very controversial issue, and a lot of people agree with it, and a lot of people don't agree with it. TYT Sports is one of those idiots. I mean, people, one of those people that don't agree with it is one of those people. So, wait to react to this video and see how articulate his points are going to be and how smart it's going to sound. Because I'm pretty sure you have a good point. Because he has quite a few. He has a lot of subscribers. So I think we'll understand. So please, I'm going to put a link to his video so you guys can go and watch it. Maybe you agree with him, you can go and watch it. And so from looks of it, he says the basketball player tries to sound smart, backfires spectacularly. So this is interesting. Let's just see what he has to say. Hold up. Please like and subscribe to the video.
Did an interview with me. I mean, I see it from both sides.
And they deserve to be paid.
I know these females want to get paid more. And they're very talented, but so is a famous ping pong player. They're just as talented as a like the best ping pong player, just as talented as the best basketball player. That doesn't mean they're going to get paid the same because it's
like ping pong.
It's what the people want to watch. You know what I mean? So as much as I understand females wanting the same treatment as men basketball players, it's a different sport. People, they're not packing out the arenas.
Denver Nuggets guard Michael Porter Jr. spoke on the Pivot podcast and said this of, as he put it, females.
Obviously, their TV deals aren't the same. So as much as I advocate for women and kind of the equality of the respect of their craft and all those things,
makes sense.
I mean, you can't pay them the same thing, you know, but I do feel like they should, there should be a little way to make a little bit more money for them because they are very talented.
He would then say this of women's hoops.
They got to lower the rims. I would watch a girl coming down the lane on another. I would watch that. They need to lower the rims.
He then added this. MPJ, the same dude who spouted the following.
No, that's facts. I think that the coronavirus is being used obviously for a bigger agenda. It's being used for population control in just terms of being able to control the masses of people.
Coronavirus
because the virus, the whole world is being.
But hold up for a second. What? How real was it actually? Like, it was real. I just have a problem with the whole vaccine thing because you say put your mask on, but if you get vaccine, no need to put your mask on. You get vaccine, they still tell you to put your mask on. But if you have the vaccine, it should be safe. And then you have the vaccine, and some people still get coronavirus even with the vaccine. Coronavirus was obviously real. I just don't think it was as dangerous as they said it was. Because I know quite a few people that had the virus and they had vaccine. I didn't have vaccine, but they had virus. They had vaccine. People didn't have the virus, didn't have the vaccine. Some people I know that didn't have the virus, didn't have the vaccine. But everyone I knew that had the virus had vaccine. And I'm not talking about no as in I heard from someone, like I knew personally. So yeah, you can say my point is not saying that he's right. I'm just saying I can't blame people for being skeptical. So I don't see how bringing this has anything to do with his point about what he said, which I listened to and I didn't hear anything wrong. Okay, let's just, this guy, he must have a good point. I should give him the benefit of the doubt. He knows what he's saying. He will be able to prove it. Let's hear him out. Can't judge. Don't judge. It's wrong. Let's hear him out. It's wrong, rather. So,
control it.
That's so.
I mean, you're required to wear masks, and who knows what'll happen when this vaccine comes out. you might have to have the vaccine in order
I mean,
to travel. Like, that'd be crazy. I've never been vaccinated in my life. I've never had any shots or anything like that. So
I don't know
it could
about
get
that.
crazy, but it's definitely an agenda behind everything that's going on right now. Yes, it's being overblown.
And when asked what he does in the bubble, he admittedly watches conspiracy theories where he said they be facts a lot of the time. Was a wild admission.
Like, Jesus came here, he didn't come here to be liked. He didn't come here for none of that. Like, he came here to speak the truth. So for me in that situation, as sensitive of a topic as it was, you know, I voiced my opinion, and that whole those tweets got taken super out of context, because the first 2 tweets was like, man, this is straight up like murder. Like, this brings tears to my eyes. Then I had to think about it. I was so mad. Like, you know, sometimes you be so mad you don't want nothing to do with white people. Sometimes, like you go to the barbershop and man, a lot of these dudes, they don't even like want white people around. Like, they have a lot of hatred towards white people. So when I seen the police officer doing that to George Floyd, those were my first thoughts, was like those thoughts. Then I was like, man. So my third tweet was, pray for the police officers that God would change their heart, because people just hating white. That's not gonna change nothing. The same cycle is gonna keep happening. So that was my point. It wasn't like, oh, they get off easy, pray for these cops that God forgives them. No, it wasn't none of that. It was like, pray that only God could change the hate in that white person's heart to do that to a black person. Like, he would have never did that to another white person. You know what I mean? So that was more the message I was trying to get across. But at the end of the day, like, when you're trying to speak God's truth, whatever, no matter what you say, man, like, it could be surrounding any topic that's going on these days that they're trying to push. It's gonna sound countercultural. So you got to get over the trying to keep a perfect image or not being canceled.
What are those things that you may say that sound countercultural, Michael? Same dude who said after George Floyd was unalived by Derek Chauvin, as much as you pray for George family, God also pray for the police officers who were involved in that evil. As hard as it is, pray for them instead of hate them. Pray that God changes their hearts. He didn't. Then I remember this quote from Austin Rivers to Rolling Stone's Matt Sullivan in December 2021. Rivers rolls his eyes when he hears conspiracy theories in the locker room. Effing wild theories. The one about Moderna mind control again, and then the fake news about Joe Biden and Big Pharma in bed with the Illuminati for millions.
So
they were teammates at one point.
Yeah. Recap. So far, this guy has not been making any arguments, but I'll give him the benefit of doubt. I'll watch to the end. I mean, there has to be some arguments, because so far he's just been saying things about the past. He's not even attacking his point of right now. And I haven't seen good points. I will continue to search for the good points. Okay? Just give him benefit of that, because he must be really smart for him to have a lot of subscribers, right? You would think so. So let's give it another go. So let's go with this. So
Policy, meaning they either need to have received the vax that protects against measles, mumps, and rubella, or be able to prove that they are immune to those diseases, wrote Royce Young. That's just to give an idea of who this individual is.
We are not asking you to get paid what the men get paid. We're asking you to get paid the same percentage of revenue shared.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Got it. So that's a huge misconception.
Sorry,
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, because every video is like,
the NBA, the WNBA, actually, you know what? I'll actually check this to be sure. I'll actually check this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch the video, then I'll go and check, go and search if it's right. So that's what I'll do. So I want to be sure.
like, oh, this person gets paid this person gets paid that, right?
So I want to be really clear about that. Like, I don't think I should get paid the same as LeBron.
Right.
But the percentage of revenue, like, for example,
because you guys
they
don't
sell my
make
jersey and
revenue.
I don't get a dime.
You don't get any money from
You
jersey.
guys are operating on a loss. The NBA is paying for you guys. Of course, you guys can't get the same percentage. You guys even get, if you are running at a loss and you're still getting paid, that's enough. Manage. For God's, I don't know what to say. If you're running at a loss and you're still getting paid, by definition, you're probably getting a higher percentage than what you're meant to get, because they don't even have the profit to pay you guys. They're paying you from NBA money, and if okay, that might not be factual, they might not be paying you from NBA money, but the fact that the NBA keeps adding money to subsidize your league, if you don't get the same percentage, it will make sense why. Because okay, you understand what fixed cost is, right? You all understand what fixed cost is. So fixed cost is like the cost of the building, those things you have to pay for. So if you have top-notch facilities like the building, the ball, the building, the ball, all those kind of stuff, if you have all of that, and your variable cost is low, and your variable cost is okay, how do I put this? Let's say you have a budget of 500,000, and then someone else has a budget for 1 million, right? Let's say the fixed cost is 400k, and you guys both have the same fixed cost. Let's assume both of you have the same fixed cost. So they finish paying them 400k, the fixed cost. Now they have an extra 600k to pay others, right? Makes sense to me that the people that the 600k, they will probably earn more. So you have these guys over here. Let's say they use the 400k for their fixed cost. Let's say they use 300k for their fixed cost. They have 200k left. Of course, they can't get the same percentage of their revenue. They can't get the same percentage of their revenue because they don't make as much revenue as these guys. These guys have the luxury of getting a higher percentage because their fixed cost does not take much of a percentage on their revenue. You guys, your fixed cost takes a large amount of the percentage on your revenue. Of course, it makes complete sense to me. I don't understand. Of course, you're not going to get the same what's it called again? The same percentage. And I'm not even sure if you guys get more percentage, because it's possible you guys get more because they are subsidizing you. I'm going to check at the end of this video, but I'm just saying, you guys are not very good points so far. Bunch of idiots that don't understand simple economics, just talking, and then you see this guy, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. It makes sense.
Sales? That's great.
In the NBA, they have percentages of revenue shared for the players, right? So jersey sales, obviously their TV contracts. You see these every year. These contracts get bigger and bigger and bigger, right?
Yeah, massive.
But that's because their CBA, it negotiates where if the owners are making certain types of money, they get that as well.
Got it.
In the WNBA, that's not the case.
WNBA star Kelsey Plum informed the masses years ago on the Residency pod. Maybe MPJ should take some notes and not watch as many conspiracy theories on YouTube. Gosh darn it. MPJ, ironically, has two siblings, both sisters, who played basketball collegiately. A sister who plays in high school, and his mom was named Iowa's Miss Basketball in 1983, as he discussed with the boardroom. He's known for wearing Stewie's, which is Breanna Stewart's signature Puma sneakers. Yet on the pod, he showed he does not understand the depths of this issue at all. SB Nation's Ricky O'Donnell, who has great tweets and write-ups about the Bulls, would write this: interest in women's hoops is only going to continue trending up with so much great young talent in the game. But the WNBA still has real problems. Teams are often traveling without charter flights. Players' salaries are still extremely low. And the marketing, his point about women hoopers need more advocates from both the media and men's play. It's going to reach their phones. It's going to reach their eyeballs. They're going to text each other about it. It's how the game works. And then they're going to respond and defend themselves, which is exactly what...
He didn't say the equivalent of ping pong players. If you guys understand English, what he said, he didn't even say the best ping pong player is the same talent as the best WNBA player. That's not what he said. He said the best ping pong player is of the same talent as the best basketball players. And I don't think that's the case, but I think what he's trying to say is the best football player is of the same talent as the best basketball player. They might not earn the same thing. I think that's what he's trying to say. It's not just about your talent, it's money you bring in. I think that's what he's trying to say. He's not trying to say you guys are as good. And what if he did? You guys are disrespecting ping pong players. I like ping pong players. They are really good. I like ping pong players. You can't reverse women as females. Women are. Wait, what? Women are females. Oh, wait, okay. I might not know. Maybe there's a new discovery that might say women are not females. I mean, maybe that's why. I guess. Well, this guy, I would expect him to be smart. I mean, he has. Steam. You should steam. It's not his ignorance. You guys are the ones that are ignorant. Come on now. Come on. Play. Nah, I can't listen to
what
this.
They did.
I cannot.
WNBA champ Asia Wilson wrote, sarcastically, kind of tweeted, the player that has taken almost 900 threes in the last 2 seasons wants to see us dunk more?
I can bet for a fact. I can say on my own livelihood, he dunks more than each one of you. By far. In his career, I probably dunks way more than each one of you. Come on. Just because he takes 900 threes doesn't mean he's not dunking. He still dunks more than each one of you. Come on now, come on. What? And, okay, let's say he doesn't dunk. That's not the point. The point is you guys need the excitement. He doesn't need to dunk because he has other people dunking. Other people are dunking. That's the excitement part. You guys are dumb. You're just, like, I'm sorry, WNBA players are the dumbest one.
Good point. Friend of the show, Chris Williamson would add, I love how MPJ's dumb comments coming out of the same night a freshman named Juju Watkins has dropped 40 through 3 quarters against the 4th-ranked Cardinals when Twitter user Q chimed in as well. Here's what he wrote. The WNBA averages more national broadcast viewers than the NHL by more than 250,000. Despite that, ESPN will pay the W $33 million in their final year for broadcast rights, while the NHL gets $625 million per year. When talking about,
let's hear what he has to say on this. I want to read this properly and soak it in. So what he's saying is the WNBA averages more national broadcast viewers than NHL. National by more than 250,000. Okay. Despite that, ESPN will pay the WNBA $33 million in their final year for broadcast rights, while the NHL gets $625 million per year. Okay, I get what they're talking about. I'll have to search this out. I'll have to make a video about this. Maybe I'll just incorporate it in this video. But so far, bad argument. I can't wait to go to the next one, react, another terrible argument, and keep it going. Wow, this is bad. What? It doesn't even make sense. They don't understand the concept of fixed cost and variable cost. Are they stupid? This